guys! So today's my first YouTube video and I am pumped. I'm gonna show you how I do my makeup every day. And I've got a whole bunch of puppies over here trying to mess with me. So if a puppy jumps in the frame, on me, anywhere, don't be alarmed. So whenever I first put on my makeup in the morning, I use the Neutrogena wipes just to get all the excess off that I might not have gotten the night before. So I do that all over my face, and then I put this on my face, which I already did, but this is just an oil-free moisturizer, so it has no fragrance or anything like that. And then after that, I put on, I found that this is really good. It's pretty cheap. It's Baby Skin, but it's a pore filler, so it's kind of like the one by Benefit Cosmetics, but it's actually a lot cheaper, and it does the same thing, for me at least. And then I put a little bit like right here, because I do have sometimes a little bit of blackheads like on my nose. And then I put some just a little down here. It kind of gives you it's a weird texture, and if you're a texture person, you're probably gonna be a little freaked out by it, because I was kind of like, oh, what is this? But I actually really like it. When it dries and everything, it feels so smooth and soft. Then after that, I use e.l.f. e.l.f. is super cheap. This is like $6, but I swear by this stuff. It feels amazing, and the way it finishes, it doesn't like crease in here. It doesn't give you that like flaky, like some of those really do those matte finish foundations, but this gives you a little bit of like a dewy. So I really like this. So I put a little bit of here. I actually have found that using my hands sometimes actually works better. So I put this, I apply it everywhere. My eyeballs. And it feels really awesome. Like the consistency of it is great. It's not super oily. It doesn't make your face shiny. And you don't need a lot. A little goes a long way with this guy. Okay. Then after I do that, I apply the LA Girl Pro Conceal, this guy right here, in Toast on my cheekbones, just to emphasize it a little bit, enhance it. Then I outline my jawline just to enhance that also. Okay. Then I kind of just let this sit a little bit. I know that probably sounds a little weird, but I let it sit a little bit, and then I move on to my eyebrows. For my eyebrows, I use the NYX pencil. So I use this pencil. This pencil is dark brown. So I use that. I start over here. I just like the pencil because it gives me a general like outline shape of what I'm going for with my eyebrows. So then you kind of just shape it how you want. And then I go back. Then I get my handy dandy little Anastasia Duo brush. Then I use the Dip Brow, the pomade in dark brown also. And it's kind of hard to like tell. There we go, but there's that. So then what I do is I outline what I just did with the NYX pencil. It's kind of like contouring when you do the lines, and then you just kind of fill it in with your actual bronzing powder. So it's kind of like that, but a little bit different. So as you can see, I've already started at the difference. I've already started with this guy here. So then after that, I do get the powder from Anastasia, and this is in Ebony. And then I take the light one, the lighter shade, and I go to the edge and just kind of fill in little holes. And then I get the darker one, and I do at the end of this. So one eyebrow is complete. Take the brush. Once I'm finished, I take the Tinted Brow Mascara by NYX, and I go over it a little bit here, but then I really use it a lot at the end here. Kind of helps. keep it in place and gives it an extra little boost of color. It's very natural though, it's very pretty. And the color on that is chocolate. So then after that, I take the pencil in dark brown and do the other one. And if you mess up with eyebrows, it's a super easy fix. You just kind of smudge it, move it around, add more makeup wipes. I'm still learning every day. Some days one eyebrow's like up here, one's down here, and I'm like, what did I do? So general outline with the pencil. Then same thing. Then same thing. Outline it again. And then we take that again. The tinted mascara. And after I always do my eye makeup, I kind of go back and touch it up again. So there's this. Then after that, in Classic Ivory from LA Girl, the Pro Conceal, I add a little bit of here, up here, and a little up here. Under the eyes, I wait to do after I do my actual eye makeup so that if anything falls, I can just kind of clean it up without having to start all over or waste products. So then what I do is I fill it in here and here. I add a different concealer after everything is all finished as well. So this is just what I start with. I just blend it in on my eyes to give me a little bit of a base. It's like when I actually do my eye makeup, I don't like to use an eyeshadow like primer or anything like that. It doesn't really work as well for me like it does for some people, and I'm like, what did I do wrong? But just some people, it just doesn't work as good. So I'm one of those people. I don't really see a difference. So on to eyeshadow. This is always the hardest part for my day of makeup. I don't always know what to go to. I'm like, some days I feel like gold, some days I feel like red or orange, but I did just get this new Morph palette. It's actually the 35O. It works really, really good. I love it. And it has all the colors you need in it. But I do always like to mix and match anyways, just because of consistencies and like the pigmentation and everything. So what I'm gonna do is, I always put a piece of tape right up here on my eyes. Just so, I know it looks kind of silly, but it helps give me that perfect round circle. I'm gonna use my Real Technique brush. And I guess let's just go for it. I'm gonna wing it. So I'm gonna do like a brown, burnt orange kind of thing. Definitely worth every penny that I spent on it, which was only like 25 bucks. Sorry, I keep putting the palette like up here and then I realized that like nobody can even see what I'm doing. I did this color here, that color. Then I'm gonna take this color right here. And I'm actually using my Naked palette brush just because it's so skinny. I don't know why, but I just really, really love this brush to just do the bottom lid. This color is like a really pretty, shiny copper, but it looks so beautiful on eyes. Some of these colors, when you look at them, you're like, dang, I can never pull it off. But then when you actually try, it's like, oh, okay, I like that. So you just gotta kind of experiment a little bit, because I was actually really nervous for like oranges, reds, purple, stuff like that. But it works. You just gotta color combo it really well together with something else. Now that we've done that, I actually found this really cheap Wet n Wild brush at Walmart. And it's super cheap, and it really helps just blend my colors together. I'm all about, if it's cheap and it works, I will totally buy it. And this is one of those brushes that I absolutely love. And it doesn't shed, anything like that. I do underneath my eye after I take off the tape. So now I'm gonna move on to my eyeliner. I use the Kat Von D tattoo liner. It's in Trooper. This is actually like by far my favorite liquid eyeliner ever. It works amazing. And I'm not good at doing eyeliner, but this for some odd reason has been like the best thing I've ever come across. It was worth the money as well. So then this just helps me kind of give that perfect line. I have a really shaky hand, so sometimes I'll do it and I'm like, ooh, and it ends up all the way up here, down here, somewhere crazy. Doesn't look good. It's not a good look. I have to always be super quiet when I'm doing this because I'm scared I'm gonna jab myself in the eye. That actually might be quite entertaining for a first video, just sticking myself in the eye and start bawling my eyes out. You guys don't want that. So now as you can see, I took off the tape and you can see what I've done there. But now we're not finished with this eye. Now that I've took that off, just mostly gives me like a guideline to follow off of. So now I just kind of go back and add a little bit more. And then add another color like to the crease up there. So we'll do this color. And then I go underneath here, kind of blend it in. So then after I put it on the bottom here, I add a little bit of Tarte concealer. Sorry, my video camera keeps going in and out of focus. So I added some here, and then I put the tape on the other eye. So this time I'm going to be zoomed in a little bit closer so you can kind of get a better idea of how I do this. And as I'm doing one eye, sometimes I go back over and touch up the other eye as well. But honestly, my makeup, I do it so quickly and just, I don't take too much time every day with it. I don't have that much time to sit and do all of that, but it's super quick, easy, fun. Like I said, this is just my everyday makeup. I'm not like some makeup guru or anything. So now for the eyeliner. I probably look so funny with this tape on my eye, but that's okay, I don't mind. Gonna take that bad boy off. Same thing like the other eye. Gonna add a little bit of this Tarte underneath. And we're gonna add it here, here. Like I said before, I always add a different concealer at the end, which is this. So now we're gonna zoom back out. Cool. And I use my Shade Plus Light Contour Palette. And I fill in. So then I use this color here to fill in all the bronzer I put on earlier. Sometimes I add a little bit here, not too much though. Depends if I'm wearing like a lower cut shirt like this, something that's showing off my clavicle bones, or something that's like a turtleneck, then there's no point in that. That's a waste of makeup. And sometimes it does mix a little bit with the concealer, like right through here. And then I use the even slimmer brush for contouring of the nose. You just kind of go outwards with that. And like I said, this is just a video about how I do my makeup every day, but if you want to see me do something like in detail a little bit more, you can always write a comment, you can DM me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, anything like that. And I'll be more than happy to do that for you. Okay, and then I get this little brush. This is by e.l.f. and it's awesome. This one is a conceal brush. and I think it was either $1 or $3, and it works amazing. I take these two colors here, and I just start filling in the Tarte concealer with that. I know I look kind of ghostly and crazy right now. And then I use this darker one here to contour at the top. And just kind of follow it all around again. And then we're not done with the eyes yet. I go back to the eyes like at the end, like I'm doing now. And I'm gonna take this shimmery color here. And I'm gonna put it right here. Same thing again, shimmery color. I get the big blending brush again, the one by Wet n Wild that I absolutely love. Take the darker color that I did before, this one here. And I go back and do that again, but this time I blend more out. So it kind of follows the eyeliner a little bit. Sometimes I close my eye because the bristles, I don't like it touching my eyeball. And then I take this brush here. This is just something I found at TJ Maxx. It was super cheap, but it has like a really cool rounded edge. And I take the concealer here, and I use it at the top of my eye. We are almost done. And for my everyday look, I do not use fake eyelashes, so I am not gonna put those on. Because I'm not very good at it, but I'm trying to get better. Then I take the eyeliner again, and I just kind of go over it, add a little bit more. I have very hooded eyes, so with the eyeliner, it really helps expand my eyes, make them look more bigger. Then after that, I use Tarte Lights Camera Lashes. And I just add a few coats. I don't really use a lot on my eyes. I'm always scared I'm gonna poke my eye out while looking at this thing. And even though I did contour with the bronzer, I am going to use Milani Baked Blush in Luminiso. Looks like this. It's actually really, really pretty. But it doesn't like look like too much with the bronzer and everything. Then I use Honey Do Me Up. I put it on the Bare Minerals brush like this. And I dab it on there. Then I just kind of dab it a little bit on my face because it gives me this dewy finish that I really love, where it looks like your face is a little damp, but not shiny like or anything like that. And then I also take the same brush and add a little bit more of the blush. It really just helps set it and everything. Then last but not least, my lips. This is Night Moth. I go in the corners a little bit. Give it like a little bit of a fuller effect. And then, one of my new favorites is London by Inks. It's like a brown, but it's super, super pretty. Ooh. It's just basically what I do every day. Nothing too crazy. And you can, if you want, you can add a little bit of color to that too. And so that's it for my YouTube tutorial today. I hope that it doesn't bore you to death, and I hope you come back and subscribe.